Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name's Andy, Corporate Commander TFW, and I'm joined by the man who's entered the year 2020. It's Mikey G. Wolfie 3. Hello, Mikey.
The future is disappointing.
Why is it disappointing, Mikey?
Because it's like the past.
Only colder? Like you said, the weather wasn't good before the show, so maybe that's the thing. I don't know. How's it going though, Mikey? How are you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
Not bad. It was nice to have a small break. 1 week, one show. Do we have
been
comics?
1 week since you looked at me.
It's true. Do we have comics now? Can we actually do a comic show? Because we didn't last month.
No.
Really? Oh, man.
Still
Okay.
not out.
Wow.
IDW. Hey.
Okay. I wanted to ask because I wasn't sure if anything new came out or if we were still waiting on stuff to come out. So it seems like we're still waiting.
It came out under my radar.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Ooh, well, that's not good. So that's why there's no comic show, I guess.
Yeah, we'll probably make it up to you people, some way.
Someday. I like that. Non-committal. That's the best way forward. We're here to talk about the Transformers news that happened, I guess, in the last 2 weeks, which wasn't much since we were away, but we may as well kick off with the third-party news as it always fills out the bulk of the show. And we're getting straight onto the Lemontree, the LT-30 Purple Potato. That is a super good name. A super good name.
Purple potato.
Potatoes. Lovely potatoes. Swimming in a sea of gravy.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. The Purple Potato is, as far as I can tell, a new idea from a character we've seen before. It's Shockwave, who transforms into Galvatron's Decepticon battleship. I'm sure I'm speaking to the choir here. Most people know what the ship is I'm talking about, but it's the ship Unicron gives Galvatron.
A pretty stylized version of it, because I don't think it's 100% a match.
I'd say close enough.
Let's see.
I'd say it's pretty close enough, but it transforms into Shockwave. Originally, the images that we got of this were just of the ship mode, and I was like, oh, it's just a model ship? That's kind of lame. Later on, we got images of it, in a Shockwave form. I was like, oh, wow, that's a nice idea.
It's actually fairly accurate.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And it's called the Revenge.
Oh, that's what the ship's called?
The Revenge.
No, great name, but that's fine. So yeah, I think this is a super good, interesting idea. Maybe it would have been nice if it was a new character, but I get it. It's a third-party toy. It's trying to sell to people, and doing it as Shockwave makes sense, just on the basis that, it's a completely purple ship, and Shockwave is that kind of color anyway. Mikey, what do you think of the idea of this? Oh, let me throw this out to you as well, Mikey. The height. The height will be 22 centimeters plus. I don't know whether that's 22 centimeters or if it's just a guess, and it could or might be higher. I'm not sure. That's what it reads here. So, what do you think of this?
It's interesting. I was interested in it when I thought it was just a ship.
Oh, really?
I quite like the idea of I didn't think maybe not proper big collectible size, but sort of a small selection of Transformer ships in sort of the style of those die-cast Star Trek collections you get sometimes.
We had some of those years ago, if you remember.
But this would be third party, which means they'd be
popular,
quite a bit better.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's true.
So I was interested in then the fact it's a Shockwave. I think that's neat. Again, I also would prefer it wasn't Shockwave, but my only real complaint is it's kind of suffering the Siege syndrome of it's a really interesting alt mode, but they did basically just have regular Shockwave with jetpacks. Yeah,
it's interesting though that they were able to get the ship into the G1 form, but no, I would agree. You'd prefer maybe a more stylized looking Shockwave.
Yeah, something a bit slimmer, slim him down a bit, make it look like he turns into that ship, which he doesn't.
No.
Again, I like the effect parts, and I like both designs. I just it has that bit of siege. You're just like, and now to make it as G1 as we can.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we know, or at least we've seen, that is the safest way for third parties to go, and they stick to it, which is fair. We know that this is primarily the market. Unfortunately, it's just not the market we love.
Market is at fault.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's maybe kind of true. It does look like Shockwave has a blue light in his head for some reason. That could change, I guess.
Evil blue.
Yeah, because I don't really know. Well, it's not. I'd say baby blue. It's baby blue light, and that's not super threatening. Maybe it will be later. I don't know.
If someone with big, glowing blue, baby blue eyes was stabbing you, would you be going like, "I'm not that threatened"?
I think I'd be going, "Oh, he's so pretty and dreamy.
You're so
Deep blue
dreamy,
eyes.
Shockwave," and he's stabbing you in the gut.
Oh, now they're red. Oh, now they're purple. Oh no, that's my blood on his eyes. What a tease.
I can see the baby blue shining through.
I can see
Still
me
so
all over
pretty.
him. Oh no. That is me all over him. But no, I think this is an interesting idea. Like, do you think we'll see the Ark, or no, not the Ark? Sorry, whatever the shuttles, the Autobot shuttles were, even though they were way more cargo ships than fucking shuttles.
They were basically the Ark on a big engine.
They were a bit more of a stylized ship, where the Ark was kind of like the Autobot insignia, but without any detail. Just like if you filled the color in, those actually looked like ships. Do you think we'll get one of those?
I'd be interested. I think you could do a whole line of Transformer ships that turn into dudes.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because you gotta like pin them onto characters, I suppose. Maybe you could. Who would you do the Autobot shuttle into? Bumblebee. Optimus Prime.
Bumblebee in space.
I say that because most popular characters, so safest bets and all that.
The thing is, though, a lot of Shockwave's in a bit of a unique position in that his colors match the ship.
That's true. Yeah, I don't
Very
think there's
few other
an
Transformers are like that.
No.
Well, I mean, there's a few. Grapple.
Oh no.
That's why
You're
he
right,
became
but
Solar
oh
Storm.
no.
He was Solar Storm because he flew too close to the sun.
Oh, that's actually. To be fair, Solar Storm and turning him into a shuttle is not a terrible idea for a character. Just base him kind of like off Icarus completely. That's actually kind of a neat idea for a character. Obviously, you build it out more, but yeah. I'd be into seeing like more ships. I hope this turns out well. I hope it does well enough. It's different. It's unique. It's shame it's Shockwave. He has two regular hands as well that seem fairly posable. One I think can easily assume that you can probably swap out a hand for a gun hand. Right? I don't think that's a huge leap.
I would assume.
Yeah. Mikey, do you want to take us on to the next bit of third-party news?
Yeah, so Iron Trends is a brand new third-party company, and they've revealed the IRV-01 Starblade, which is a stylized G1 Star Saber. Now, what do I mean by stylized? They've animated him up. His proportions are a lot more anime and much more super robot-y. Also, like, he's extremely posable. He's going to be bigger than Masterpiece Star Saber. He can break down into each various components, so you will get the Brainmaster, you will get Saber, and of course you'll get Star Saber. Definitely, what they seem to be doing is playing on the wheelhouse of make it G1, but, okay, we made a really G1 figure. Now we're going to play with it a bit.
Yeah.
And it's not a crazy amount. It's not a Flame Toys approach to it, but you can definitely see the stylization. They've also revealed through some packaging images that they are going to be doing a IRV-02 King Leo, who will be a Victory Leo, who'll combine into a much more stylized version of Victory Saber, with a lot of extra parts, make him look like, take his very brave aesthetic and sort of ramp it up, for want of a better term.
In places, yeah.
Yeah, like, they've given him a crown, Andy.
Yeah, they've given him a crown. They've added more to his shoulders, so he's kind of got, like, outward wings on his shoulders, and they've given him, like, groin armor, and I think that's it.
I think they've also done something to the feet, but it's difficult to see because it's been, the Tampa graphing is going over it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's still slipper shoes for him to stand on.
Yes,
So.
He is basically a Sentai.
Yeah.
But also, you've got the base saber riding the sword like a jet.
Yes, I think that's cool.
Rather.
That's fun.
I'm interested in this. I think the Star Saber has turned out real well. It also is avoiding the problem the Masterpiece figure had, which is he can't hold the sword properly.
Oh, could he not do that? I didn't know that.
No, whenever he's hold the sword, he has to hold it with the wide part of the hilt facing forward.
Oh,
because
God, really?
If you rotate it round, it doesn't sit well in his hand.
Oh, no.
In fact, I'm not even sure it rotates properly all the way. So the sword is never perfect. Like, he can't actually slash.
Oh, no.
Which is accurate, I believe, to the original toy.
Yes, yeah, but that was due to like the wrist not allowing for the giant nose cone, and that was a toy from like what, the 80s.
Yeah, but yeah,
no.
I'm into this guy. I'm into his visuals. I'm into his style. Andy, what about you?
I'm not into the visuals, to be honest. There's just something about it feels almost a bit too chunky. There's that chunky aesthetic which doesn't work for me personally. I don't think it looks bad though. Though I'm not a big fan of the metallic paint they've gone with.
Yeah.
I think I would have preferred a more like matte, brighter color than the metallic that they've gone for. But again, like I say, it doesn't look bad. It looks like it's superposable, which is neat. I hope that the weapons and sword can peg into the hand fairly easily and allow for posing. Because the worst thing you can have with like posable fingers is not have a slot in the hand to hold the weapon.
Yeah.
And just pray that the friction on the fingers holds them in, because usually that can always be a bit on the risky side.
Just a tad.
Yeah, but no, it looks neat. Again, like you say, it's playing it quite safe. It's going for the stylized version, but safe stylized, I suppose. It's more daring for the Victory Leo than it is for Star Saber alone. So yeah, interesting. Is this the first thing they've done? I think it is, isn't it?
Yes, this is their first go.
But they might be from a different company, of course. Who knows? There's so many companies.
A lot of these companies are, I used to work for you, and now I'm going over to someone else and making my own thing.
And then they have people work for them, and then those people start off there and go and do their own companies as well.
Ad infinitum.
It's madness. It's hard to keep track of. Yeah, no, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe you would have liked a Deathsaurus a little more.
I mean, I would, if this guy works and if Victory Leo works, I wouldn't be surprised.
Have we had a third? Oh no, we have had third-party Deathzauris.
Yes,
we've had
Planet X
2.
and Mastermind.
Yeah, we haven't had any others, I don't think. But no,
those are both really neat-looking figures as well.
They are, yeah. Yeah, we were I was quite impressed, and I'm pretty sure you were as well when we saw those things come out back in day, like last year, probably. Shall I take us on, Mikey?
Yep.
To, I guess, a new third-party company, Toy Lab, which I was sure was already a third-party company, but when you have the words Toy Lab and any kind of combination, it already feels like it exists. But yeah, Toy Lab, the TL-01 Dark Knight is a masterpiece scaled Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, which seems to be the new Predaking, shall we say. A lot of these are coming out at the moment, are being announced. So what do we know about this one? This is what the quote says. This is a completely new and detailed mold, which I would have thought it would be, but that's good confirmation. It should be 28 centimeters tall, ideal for the masterpiece scale, because of course that's the only scale that matters for third party for the most part, or for many at least. The mold is expected for release in the second quarter of 2020. That's this year! Oh my god!
Oh my god, we're in the future!
And it will be one more among several alternative third-party Optimus Primes that can transform. Hang on, transformable and non-transformable. That's right, because there's non-transformable movie Optimus Prime Bumblebees as well as transformable ones. This one will transform. We've just got CG renders. I don't think any of these are real. No, none of them are real. We have robot in sullen pose. We have truck back and front shots for that robo truck booty. And then we've got...
Pose.
Yes, yeah, sullen truck pose. And then we've got him holding his gun, standing next to truck. Mikey, what do you think of The Dark Knight, the movie?
Yeah, why is it called The Dark Knight?
I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be Nemesis. That's the twist.
I on Channel 4 or Film 4 over like the last week, The Last Night was on, Mikey.
The Last Dark Knight.
I watched some of The Last Night.
I don't remember a lot of The Last Night, if I'm honest.
Do you remember him screaming Vivian?
Vivian!
Where's Vivi?
Vivian!
And then he fights Bumblebee, and then out of nowhere says, "I'm Nemesis Prime."
That was weird.
And I was
saying that.
I
am Optimus Prime. I am Nemesis Prime.
He says that so many times. I didn't watch the entire thing, but he says that a lot.
I remember Cullen had really sounds like he just stopped caring in that movie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like,
Man,
Bumblebee, you can hear the difference in the performance. Where just like, oh my god, I don't have to say I'm murdering things.
He's
to be a hero.
He fights for Earth because it's the only place that's ever felt that has ever accepted him. And then I remember
behind.
And do you remember the previous movie where they were hunting him down to kill him?
And he was saying like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
Yeah. My god, that's a movie. This is a different Optimus Prime though, technically, but not really.
We hope.
Kinda. Who knows?
We still unconfirmed technically.
I think you should just not set it on Earth and just not worry about it.
Yeah, no more Murder Prime.
Yeah. What do you think of this though, Mikey? Do you like it? Do you like how he looks?
He looks like all the other ones.
He's got a very cool gun though. I will say his
gun.
gun's very neat.
His gun is neat, but it is kind of like, I have seen this design a lot in the last few months.
Yes.
It's like, I'll be honest, if I was getting this design, like a high-end version of this character, I'd save up and I'd get the 3A Deluxe version.
The non-transformable one, right?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I really like the way that looks, and I think the paint job's excellent. It's hitting a lot of the beats I like.
Mm-hmm.
This is the movie design, but what if it transformed into Earth Truck?
I've got an idea, Mikey, to tickle you more than the 3A one. What if this, but third-party model kit, or Flame Toys model kit? This design. Well, not this. Well, movie Bumblebee Optimus Prime. Would you be more tempted?
I would expect it to look more stylized and probably be a bit more visually appealing, but I would enjoy the model kit, experience with or without a redesign.
Okay, so you think you'd prefer that over a transforming one or a 3A one?
Yes, because it would cost like what, €40, €50,
something like that, probably. Yeah.
Rather than a lung. And I need to start saving for Nicey.
Oh yeah, she's coming. We actually, because there wasn't, of course, there were no stories on the websites about this. We'll need to talk about the nicey bits that we got. Not that there was a lot, but there were little bits that we got.
They are tagging us specifically in them, so I feel we should say something.
I agree. So I mean, do you want to? You can add this onto your little bits of news. Do you want to talk about that, Mikey?
Yeah, so over the Christmas period, Big Firebird, who have basically decided that we are their advertising section, I feel, have been revealing new images of Nicey and her current development status. The most recent one was a full-color prototype using the secondary non-RC head, and I'm noticing something in that they're really, for a lot of the promotional stuff, they're focusing on her as Magical Girl Robot, not necessarily as Transformer RC.
Yeah, that seems to be more of a recent thing, doesn't it?
I don't object, to be honest. I think I actually like the new head better.
Same, yeah, definitely. It's a really good designed head.
Yeah, figure is looking pretty solid, I'll be completely honest. They're also advertising their upcoming Robot Girl Combiner line, which is all original characters, in sort of a semi-chibi, chunky style. Mm-hmm. Who are, I think it's going to be four robots that combine into a big robot combiner. Which I'm curious about. I want to see a bit more of that. But they have said the Nicey images they've got quite a dark, deep pink. They said that is a result of both the photos and the prototypes. The actual figure will be more the bright one we've seen in the CAD models and such.
Okay, because in some of the promo images, it looked like the paint was metallic. Is that going to be the case? Do you know or not?
No, they did confirm it was going to be a lot brighter, but they didn't speak on whether it was metallic.
Okay.
No, but I think it's coming together nicely, and it's going to be, depending on who you buy from, it's like between $80 and $130.
Okay.
So it's not crazy expensive. I
No.
am probably going to see if I can put some money aside for it.
Yeah.
Because I like it. I like the design. I think it's neat. And if nothing else, it's a conversation starter.
It's true. Oh, did you also notice that they showed some images around the same time of the other kind of really dark, sinister robot mecha thing? It was just more update images on that.
Acid.
Yeah, there seemed to be more of an update on that. Just more images of more of a completed prototype, which was good. So that's proceeding along as well. So it's like they've got a lot of projects running at once, which is quite good, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this all turns out.
When's 90 meant to be coming out again? Do you remember?
April, I think.
April. Okay.
So if you are going to get pre-orders in for it, do it a bit earlier. But because the combiner they're doing is going to be 5 characters, made up of 4 molds.
Oh, okay. So there's going to be one double in there.
So basically, you have like a red bike, a yellow car, like this pair of twin jets, and then a little tank lady. But the tank is only in silhouette. But like this is interesting. It's like they've got, like I said before, they've got some experience in toy making, so I am curious to see what they pull off.
Yeah.
So
neat. Oh, no, that's good.
And they've also started advertising kind of a Macrossy jet thing.
I don't think I saw that.
And a little. I'm just seeing now. I'm just looking at their Twitter. A little. It kind of, those frame arts girls. Like a chibi one of those with monster face.
Oh,
I'm just looking at their Twitter on my phone, so I can't actually like put it on the Skype. But kind of like, no, I'm interested. They've got a lot of stuff in the works, so I would really like to see what they come out with.
Yeah, same. That's cool. Do you want to take us on to the next bit of news, Mikey? The Devil Survivor?
Yeah, so Devil Savior DS06 Sweeping has been revealed. This is their version of Revenge of the Fallen Rampage, the Pogobot, who is also a foot. So I believe it's only one more figure to be revealed. But yeah, this is in some ways quite similar to the Studio series because they've also really bulked up the Pogo section to make him easier to stand, although their approach to having him stand on his own is that he's got a little flip out flap at the back to balance him. Which is kind of neat. But yeah, he's got the whips. He looks fairly accurate to the movie. He's got guns and he becomes a foot. I mean, it's difficult to get excited over some of these Revenge of the Fallen and Constructicon designs because even if you like the design as a figure, they are fundamentally useless. Like Scavenger is a very good example of this, or Demolisher, whichever one you want.
Is that the wheel one?
Yeah, because like, hey, what a interesting bit of engineering. It's falling over. So yeah, like even the Studio Series one, they can't save him.
But that's the only like major one that has a problem. Like this one could have,
the
but
weird
it seems
little
like
T-Rexy one that's a crane.
That one's meant to be okay to stand though, isn't it? I haven't had any trouble with it.
He doesn't do anything.
What do you mean by do though?
Like he's from what I've seen, he's fairly static because his design is a little head attached to some tiny arms and basically still kind of a crane.
Right. So when you mean you get him into robot mode, there's not much you can do after getting. He's very unposable kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what do you think of Sweeping Troublemaker?
I think you should color this guy green, and his name should be Harden. I think he looks like a Metapod.
Oh God.
Metapod. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The best Pokemon.
The best Pokemon battle ever.
Yeah. Him against Kakuna.
Metapod.
No, him against Kakuna.
Oh God.
Who will turn into the best insect first? Will it be the butterfly or will it be the horrible wasp? I always went for the wasp.
The problem was the butterfly was the only one that was actually usable in the first generation of the game.
Yeah, that's the problem. Beedrill wasn't
Like,
great.
and God, like a lot of the mechanics were actually broken in the first.
Oh,
Red and
yeah.
Blue.
Oh,
Like,
God, yeah.
Psychic can only really be beaten by Ghost and Bug, with none of which have super effective or any kind of effective moves.
Don't worry about it. We'll fix it in post.
That's why Mewtwo got the rep of being like super powerful, because nothing worked against him. There was no super effective move you could use a Mewtwo.
No. Man, Pokemon 1, man. Back in day.
Yeah, if only their game had really evolved beyond Pokemon 1 in some fashion.
Oh, it didn't though.
No.
But sweeping, yeah. I like the picture of Bumblebee like breaking his arms. That's quite fun.
Mm.
But
Does he come with a de-spined Ravage?
Oh, that'd be great. But that would have to come with a Bumblebee, though, wouldn't it? Really, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this looks neat enough. Fattening out his tail, leg thingy, probably a good idea. It's good that he can stand on his own. But I do see with the more dynamic poses, they have got him with like stands for a reason.
Yes, because he is a stick.
Yeah. But there you go. You know, that's the design. You can hardly blame the toy people for that. That's how he was made for the movie.
I don't know.
guess.
I bet you can.
I mean, you could, but you'd be a dick. don't be a dick. Shall I take us on, Mikey, to Shockwave Labs?
Please do.
All right, now this is arguably an incredibly minor little upgrade that you can give to your Siege Micromasters. This is the SL66. What's it? Does it have a special name? No, it's the SL66. So what these are the basically little stud fillers. So usually you'd have a big hole in the chest where the screw is. This is just a thing to fill the emptiness inside of them. That doesn't help. Apparently it's easy to install. Just don't use anything. Don't use any metallic tools. And they work pretty well, apparently. That's what it says here for some reason. Cool. No info on when they're coming out, but this seems like a real minor thing. You get 5 of one kind and 10 of another.
Yeah.
Long magnetic nails, you get 5 of them, and you get short magnetic nails. Okay, so the reason that these are good is because I guess they're a little magnet rather than anything else. So, yeah. We see the images here, and I couldn't really tell at first until I looked. I didn't realize how recessed the screws were in them, to be honest.
No, it surprised me a bit.
Yeah, because the original Micromasters, I mean, they're there, but they're not as like deep into them. I don't think these fillers are amazing. They're fine. In terms of like gap fillers, these don't, to me at least, feel really minor. They're not like filling in the inner gaps of, say, Impactor's legs or any of the other kind of big Transformers, big gaps. Mainly because these are small Transformers, so to me, it doesn't really matter. But, I mean, if it does to you, you buy these. Hopefully they won't be too expensive, and push them in the hole. Mikey, do you want to push these in the hole of truth and
Always
justice?
in the hole, Andy.
All right, good.
Everything goes in the hole.
It's true, unless it's a square.
And even then...
Oh, Mikey, you
just
don't
have to
put
cut
squares.
You just have to cut off the corners.
Oh, I was really hoping you were just going to say you have to smash it until it fits.
You just hit it.
Then I had an image of you as a child with a hammer, just like it was screaming at your mum, "It will fit."
But it did.
It did eventually.
When I was finished, it fit. I can't say I'm excited by this.
No.
Or even particularly interested.
No, kind of unfortunate, I suppose. Maybe the Micromasters will get more interesting stuff as we go along. Maybe get some stuff to build onto the city stuff. I think that would be a really interesting way for third parties to go, like to add either roads or lampposts or other dumb cityscapes, accessories to like the Micromaster bases. That's the way I would go, I think. I don't know whether it'd make money, but I think that would be something fun. Maybe make some unique Micromaster bases as well for third parties. That'd be cool, I think, right? You know, do Greaseworks, that kind of stuff. Do playsets, that'd be fun. But then it's not G1, so who gives a fuck? Also, Shockwave's Labs has shown off the SL64, which is an upgrade kit for Power of the Prime's Orion Pax. So what does this upgrade do? Well, these are leg fillers, because we love to fill in them holes. So you get to fill in for Orion Pax, who was obviously the leader Optimus Prime figure, at least a small one. And it was just like filling in some of his little holes, really, padding him out a little bit more. I think it looks, again, better. Not amazing, but better. These aren't coloured or anything like that. So it does his inner shin and then inner thigh as well, which were all very gappy. They also have a shot of another piece that seems to be able to fit into the inner thigh of Titan's Return Hot Rod. I think those are shown. Also, there's some inner thigh fillers for Hound, it seems, and for Springer. I think this is coming as a pack. Yeah, for Orion Packs, filling part 6 included. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of these parts just fill naturally into the other holes. I'm not sure now. Mikey, inner thigh fillers. Yay or nay?
I mean, I need a few myself, but...
Are you saying you have holy thighs?
I mean, it's not something I'm proud of.
You should be. I hear they're very popular in the anime community. The thigh is life.
Yeah, but you need thick thighs wearing really tight socks.
Yeah, that's
to the point where you can imagine, like, they take off the sock and it's just like it's embedded in their skin. It's like,
yeah. There's definitely like an elastic band line around the thigh when they take them off. That's for sure.
I really don't like the color match in this.
Well, these are prototypes, so they're not colored.
I hope they're going to be more than that, because
they must be.
Yeah, I really hope so. But I mean, it's neat for what it is.
I refuse to believe the inner ones for the blue legs are gonna just be grey, because that would be ridiculous. That's mad.
I could believe it though. Or like the ones on Rodimus, I could also see. Springer, not so much, but I don't know. Like the gap filler thing is not something I've ever really gotten super hyped about, but I know it drives some people nuts.
Yeah.
So I think if that is your bag, baby, you're gonna do well.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's one of those things that I'll smile and nod and ignore.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I mean,
yeah.
I think it's unfortunate that there are so many noticeable holes, which have become more of a thing as recent, because it's an easy way to make cutbacks. But I guess if you care about it, you can buy these things to fill them in. Mikey, do you want to take us on to the Magic Square? This one's a quickie, that's for sure.
Yeah, so Magic Square have revealed the MSB-18G Light of Freedom, which is a gold variant of their Optimus Prime. This is a limited to 800 units redeco of their G1 Legend Scale Prime. Both the trailer and the robot are done into a vibrant yellow. Yellow, that's what it says in the thing.
Yeah,
vibrant yellow. Vibrant yellow plastic in some parts. And I was looking at them just like, I see no yellow.
No.
Where is your yellow?
I see gold metallic paint and then like gold plastic.
Yeah, matte gold plastic.
Not yellow.
So yeah, there's only going to be 800 pieces of this. And basically, it's their toy but dipped in gold.
Yeah.
Interesting thing, the box has that little alien boy from that one episode.
That's their symbol.
Yeah, but
that's
it's disappointing to me now, so why haven't they made a figure of him?
Oh, you didn't know, Mikey.
Yes.
No, you don't want that. Nobody wants that.
Yes, I do.
Why do you want that?
Because God damn it, they're just like, oh no, we put him there. Well, make him!
Do you want a 3A version of him? Fully posable.
Flame Toys version.
With his cat.
With like really tiny anime midriff and just massive forearms.
Oh yeah, he did have a midriff, didn't he? That was a weird fucking design.
Also, apparently, the Magic Square Bro Dingnag.
What? What did you call me?
Bro Dingnag.
Is that what it was called? He was
on the box. Look at the box. Under the label, like Magic Square.
Oh.
Bro Dingnag.
What?
Brobe Dingnag.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Means Bro Dingnag. Sounds like a line from God of War.
You're just saying syllables.
Remember how I was in God War this moment? They just go, "Oh, der Flor, der Blitzen," and it's just like, I know you're actually speaking Norwegian or an older dialect of Norwegian, but Jesus Christ, "Oh, der Flor, der Blitzen." That's what this reminds me of. Broden ding nag.
Oh no. Well,
Yep.
I'm sure it means something. I've no idea what.
Yep.
I will give it this, that it's not vacuum chromed, so when you pick it up, it's not going to have your disgusting, gross fingerprints all over it.
Yeah,
that is definitely a plus.
Chip away like so many dreams.
Oh, I don't know, because it is paint, so it could still chip. It could definitely still chip.
Let's be positive, Andy.
No. It's 2020. I never made a resolution about improving my positive outlook on life. That was not in my modus operandi. But yeah, Golden Prime, it's dull, I suppose. But there you go. Mikey, shall I take us on?
Yes.
A quick little story, as this random pulled out the arse kind of thing, because I didn't know this was happening. Transformers Cyberverse Quintesson revealed and found at US retail. It was found at a Target for $30. It's a 3-pack, which includes Quintesson with a rotating head gimmick, Prowl and Shockwave with the Spark armor molds, and comes with the Quintesson as well. It says, comes with a new Quintesson mild control accessory.
Yeah, this is weird. It's a little hat that goes over their heads and makes them look like they're wearing diving helmets, which I'm assuming is like, you've been hijacked.
That is bizarre.
And the box is called Cybertronian Villains. I'm curious about that.
Are you, though? I don't see any heroes in this box set, to be fair, Mikey.
No, but no, because Prowl's a dick. Prowl a prick. But I am curious, like, is this going to be a new subline of, like, here's a bunch of villains? Or is it just going to be, here's a Quintesson and different figures boxed in with him?
Oh, no, that would be terrible. Like, if there's just, like, here's another Quintesson and here's another random 2 figures from the armor line, but you can stick a helmet on. Oh, that'd be real fucking lame.
I like how the Quintesson is, like, the main face is just, ah!
Yeah, it's meant to be the face of death, but it's more like Mumra.
Yeah, and Mumra are just like, nah! Or like one of the characters from Mummies Alive.
Oh yeah, Alive. I could see that.
Yeah, but no, I think it's neat. We're getting a Quintesson toy.
Yeah, my problem with it is, apart from the faces, it's just cast in black plastic, and so it looks, at least to me, kind of cheap. Because I'd at least do like the tentacles like a metallic color, just to just bring some other color to it, because it's too much just black plastic, and then these heads have been thrown on, or the faces have been thrown on. Do we know how many faces it has? Because I can see, like, it's got the Death Head, the Wrath Head.
I can see the shape of a 4th one at the back.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
I can't tell what the head is meant to be.
I mean, there should be a 5th face in there somewhere.
There should be.
They are the Quintessons.
Yeah.
Not the Quadessons. Quad Masters.
That's not what Quintesson means, though, Mikey. It means 4.
But fuck off.
But no, that's not how language works.
Yep.
Do you think we'll see the Quintesson in the show, or do you think this is just random toy?
I think we likely will, because Cyberverse tends to stick to the show cast.
Yeah.
So they one of the new deluxes is like Thunder Howl or whatever it was. We haven't seen pictures of it, but we've seen a vague image of his face.
Oh, that's right.
Called Thunder Howl, so I'm assuming he is going to be in the show.
Yeah, at some point, maybe one day.
It's not Thundertron though.
No, it's not. No, it's a shame, because he was a cool looking character.
Where's me Spate Lion Pirate?
Yar.
A
really interesting idea character, which they've never used in anything.
I used to make his foot that came off for his peg leg into a parrot.
Why not? You may as well. Yeah. Maybe that was the intent.
Yar.
You never know. But the Quintesson pack, Mikey, what do you think? I think it's an interesting idea, I guess. A bit lazy.
I'm not super interested in the figures that come with it beyond the gimmick of, and they've been brainwashed, but I think it's neat.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't the deluxe figures, so they're not really for us.
Yes.
It feels a bit cheap. When I say cheap, I say that mainly because of the black plastic issue with the Quintesson, and the fact that these are the exact same molds with no differences to them, apart they don't have the armor with them, and they just instead have a little hat. That seems a bit.
Well, hopefully
odd.
that's reflected in the price. I know people have bought these.
Well, it's $30, so I guess it's $10 a figure.
Yeah, that is cheaper than you would pay otherwise.
How much are the? Do you remember how much
15,
the
20.
figures are on their own? Are they $20 or are they $15?
15 or 20, one of the two of them.
I think that might be 15. So it's like take off $5 for the armor, I guess. Yeah, then maybe that's fine. Yeah, maybe that's fine.
I could see like another wave of the deluxes though doing a Quintesson Build-A-Figure.
Ooh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that. Though you know what they should have done for the set? They should have done. I think they should have done some of those really cool repaints of the Seeker mold. The problem is, I suppose, that you'd need to use the Seeker mold, and I don't think even in this line the Seeker mold is very good, is it?
No, the Seeker mold that they have so far is atrocious.
Yeah, okay, and that's across
very,
all
very
lines. There is so far not a good one, because Starscream does have a toy in this line, because he came with that stupid dumpster battle armor, but I couldn't remember if that was okay. I think it's meant to be better than the previous Seeker mold, right?
I think no, actually, I heard it's quite it's more posable, but I heard it's still not great.
It's still not good. Oh well, maybe one day.
Well, I mean, there's bound to be deluxe coming at some level.
Yeah, at some point. Who knows how long it'll take, but yeah. Mikey, do you want to take us on to listings and rumors, I suppose?
People are getting into the Walmart computers again. And we've got listings for several figures for the Earthrise line that haven't been announced yet. Probably the least exciting, War for Cybertron Smokescreen. Earthrise Smokescreen, which means, one, we're getting another Prowl in this line, when we had a Prowl just in the last line. And two, it's going to be repainted a dozen times into everyone else. RC, I'll be curious about a few things, but it'll be maybe a modern car with a very G1 robot mode instead of the space car. Airwave. Now, Airwave is a Decepticon Micromaster, but he's listed here as a deluxe, so could be interesting. And big winner from this, the Quintesson Alicon, which, if you remember, they are the alligator robot things that worked with the Sharkticons and tried to eat Cup. So I am interested in the Alicon. I'm curious about Airwave. I'm at least nosy about RC, and I'm not interested in Smokescreen. Andy, you?
Yeah, Smokescreen, I mean, just Prowl again, I suppose, isn't it, really? RC, yeah, definitely, that's interesting. Hopefully it will be good. These are deluxes, aren't they? So, yeah, that's definitely interesting. I suppose Smokescreen, thinking about it, okay, because it'll be a new mold, so it'll be better. The Alicon, that's really good. That's really interesting. Should be his first official toy ever, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Who's Airwave?
Decepticon Micromaster, back in the.
But who? Oh, this is War for Cybertron, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah. And there is no deluxe jet for him to be, as far as I'm aware, unless it's repainting something like Needle Nose. Yeah.
No, sorry. When we were doing this story, I in my head I had these as deluxes for Cyberverse rather than War for Cybertron. That's why I said Smokescreen. So that won't be true. That'll just be the same stuff we've had before. RC should be good though. The Quintesson, interested to see what they do for the Alicon. Like you said, the other two aren't as interesting, I suppose. What will they do for RC, do you think? Because it feels like we've only... I mean, we actually haven't had RC recently, but because we had all of the female Transformers from that one mold, in the back of my head, I am slightly concerned that they'd just do it again. I don't think they will, because this is Earthrise stuff, so theoretically it should be a... And what do you do for an Earth-styled RC? Especially when you're trying to make it just G1.
Yeah, a yellow car.
Did you say yellow?
Yellow. A pink car. A standard car that is pink. It'll probably be very unremarkable.
Maybe. You know how you save it and make it interesting? You make it the car from Thunderbirds, Miss Penelope's car.
Oh, God.
If you could. Because people go, oh, that's fun. That's not a real car, but that's fun. I don't think it'll happen, though, but yeah. Anything else, or was that it for the announcements?
That's from them, but there were some more. So via JT Prime 17, listings came through from ACD Distribution. I'm
Who?
assuming that's supposed to be distribution.
Yeah.
ACDD. So these were listings of some of these were so this is Studio Series, Earthrise, and Cyberverse. So Generation Studio Voyager Blitzwing. So that's probably going to be our first release of the Bumblebee Seeker mold. I'm interested in that. I like Blitzwing's design, so I would really like a version of him that is Blitzwing and not just, here is Starscream. So, because when they do Starscream, Thundercrack, and the rest are going to have to redo the head to be more like, normal. Generation Studio Series Voyager Skipjack. Now, Skipjack, from what I can tell, is a Japanese yellow repaint of Rampage.
Okay.
So, yeah. Studio Series Voyager Scrapper, who is one of the Constructicons from Revenge of the Fallen who didn't combine. I remember him because there was a scene in the movie where a robot with a mace tries to smash Shia LaBeouf, and I believe that was him. I am TF-wikiing now. Yep. And Voyager Sentinel Prime. Sentinel Prime. Earthrise. Voyager Megatron, which I believe is the first mention of a Voyager Megs. Earthrise Micro Battle Squad. Some sort of Micromaster thing. Voyager Snapdragon. The finish off the Horrorcons. Snapdragon's in the Horrorcons, isn't he?
Snapdragon. He's Ape Face's buddy.
Yep. Voyager Quintesson. Okay, I'm curious how to do that. Micromasters for Astro and Race Patrols. And finally, for Cyberverse, Ultra Skull Cruncher. Ultra Thunder Howl.
Ultra? And Ultra Class?
Ultra Class. And Ultimate Iaconus.
What's Ultimate, then?
Don't know, but I don't know who Iaconus is either. Or Iaconus. But Andy,
Mikey,
any thoughts? Any of these making you go ooh?
Blitzwing seems like we've had him really recently, because we kind of have.
We've never had this. Like, we haven't had this Blitzwing. We've never had a figure of this Blitzwing that's not a gimmick figure.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I get you.
Because he's had a couple of key figures, and he's got a 3-0 or 3A, whatever it is, but we've never had a mainline transforming version of the Bumblebee Seeker mold.
That's right. I wonder what they'll do for Sentinel Prime.
Will
they have him as an old... Can he take off his little hat and make him beg for mercy?
Comes with post-shotgun version.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No, Optimus! Best scene in Dark of the Moon.
Where Prime kills an old, helpless man.
And then, as a man begs for peace, buries an axe in his head.
Yep. Oh, Jesus.
It's just like when all lies fell away and we all just got to see what he was.
Mikey's love for the character grew.
In a movie where his grand plan for humanity was, I'm going to pretend to die and then let a lot of you get murdered to prove a point.
Yeah.
That point is, you need us to save you.
Your hero.
and then I'm going to have these guys rip a baby apart with their bare hands.
Oh, man.
Oh,
what a time. Earthrise-wise, Megatron, tank again, right?
I would not be shocked. Or jet, sometimes. Rarely, but sometimes.
Probably a tank, though. Oh, I know how you sell this, Mikey. G2.
Don't know.
Real
you're going to say that it's going to do the wrong one. You're going to say it's going to do the wrong one again. Now I still want the wrong one because I think it turned out okay for what it was, but they're going to do the wrong one.
They can't do the wrong one because that's the Bandai, the Hasbro exclusive one. So they do the normal G2 one as a proper Earth tank, and they go you go.
The main release, main release for the line. See, I would love that, and you would love that.
Yes,
but someone would go like, "That's not blending with my G1 nostalgia."
Well, fuck you. Well, no, it would because like Tank Megatron.
That's Generation 2. Optimus was black in Generation 2.
Well, then I'm sorry, you'll never get a G1 Megatron because he's meant to be a gun.
Well, no, you see, we're doing the best we can. He has to be grey.
No, you want to have
Must
the
be grey.
You want the nod back to the old stuff. Then this is the nod back to the old stuff.
No, he must be grey.
No, fuck you.
And no new characters. Must be grey.
No, fuck you. How about that? How about you suck on these wobblies?
Or worse, they do the purple hero version from G2.
No, that would be... Oh, man, that would...
They constantly do every version but that.
But you said you wanted the G2 version, not
G2.
this one. And then they do it again.
You said G2. You didn't specify.
So we did it again. But it's the purple one. It's not the one we want.
But we did G2 before and you weren't happy either.
Why do you hate us? Why do you not pick the obvious one?
There's just someone in Hasbro who's making all these decisions and he's never seen the green Megatron. He doesn't know it exists.
No.
All he had was really obscure figures and he was just like, oh, this is what I remember.
It's the guys from South Park who rub their nipples.
Oh, you want your G2 Megatron?
Sorry, this is the only one we've got. I suppose you could go and get a GoBot if you wanted.
I mean, you could get paint and do it yourself. Sorry.
You want to talk to my manager? Oh,
he's not here.
My bad.
Sorry.
Oh man, that was a fun episode.
I haven't seen South Park in so long.
No, you should. It's still quite good. It's still quite good. Battle Squad. Yeah, they're probably going to be the Decepticon ones from the Battle Squad. Snapdragon, cool to kind of round off.
Snapdragon, would you be... So, Apeface comes out, he is slathered in the battle damage.
Yes.
Would you be more mad if Snapdragon came out with normal paint?
Right.
Than if he came out with battle damage? Because either way, he won't... One way, he will blend in, but will look bad.
Yeah.
Or the other way, he will violently clash, but will look better and highlight that Apeface looks bad.
I think I'd rather him be clean. It would be annoying, but I'd rather him be clean, and it would just once again point out you just shouldn't have done that, should you?
No, it was an atrocious idea from the fucking get-go.
Yeah. Quintesson, though. What's that going to be? I have no idea.
Like Voyager, which... Don't know. I don't know how they're going to do that one.
We have had Quintessons before who have been, in quotations, Voyager, like Alpha Quintessa, who did nothing.
Alpha Q.
Yeah, that's
He cried a lot.
He did.
His arms moved. His arms wiggled.
Were they on like metal bendy bits, or were they done a different way?
I think there was a rod, and there was like a button at the back, and as you moved the button, all his arms waved.
Oh, no.
Which is rather appropriate for the character.
Yeah, flailing inanely.
It was pathetic.
Just like the plot. Oh.
Yep.
Astro Patrol and Race Patrol, yeah, they're going to be more Micromasters. Meh. And then the Cyberverse stuff's just weird, like Skullcruncher. What?
Well, like Skullcruncher, we at least get. It's a crocodile robot man.
Yeah.
Thunder Howl.
Yeah. Don't know. That could be interesting, I suppose. I guess these are to go along with Cheetos, like buddies.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, some interesting ideas of things coming up in the future. No Alarion still, though.
Yeah, where's your head at, you jackasses?
Yeah, makes you
Up
think.
your ass. That's where it is.
Oh, damn.
Damn, son.
Mikey, should it take us on to announcements for guests at cons?
Convention news.
Yes. So, TF Con in Orlando, that's this year, 2020, March 2022, 20 to the 22nd, I should say. So we have the box artist for the G1 toys being Mark Watts, I should say. So he's done packaging such as the Bumblebee, Cliffjumper Brawn, Huffer, Gears, Windcharger, Shockwave, Jetfire, Bone Crusher, Scavenger, Mixmaster Longhaul, Scrapper, Hook. I don't know why they didn't just say most of the Constructicons, but whatever.
He did most Transformers. I think it was 50 or something like that.
50, that's a hell of a lot.
Because we interviewed him there last year, and I think it was something like 50.
Yeah, so this guy's done a lot of artwork. Like you said, Mikey did an interview with him. You had a good chat with him. You like the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems nice enough, and he is, he'll probably have something to do with his wall table painting, electronic painting idea.
Yeah, that would make sense. So he's going to be there. That's good. We also have Alex Milne. Alex Milne, known for Transformers versus Terminator, or will be known for that because that's coming up.
That's all. Really, that's all we care about now.
It's the comic I'm most looking forward to now, Transformer-wise. That's for sure.
Yep. John and Alex back again. I'm happy.
Yeah, with some others as well. See what they can do.
And it's all. I will say I didn't expect as much of John. Like I didn't expect John to write again. Now he's kind of like the big boss. So I kind of thought he'd be like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. I'm just like, but I have continuity to fix. It's not, the continuity doesn't exist, but I bet I could fix it. I could make Transformers and Terminators all work in one seamless thing. Oh, wow. Andy, I just got hit by something.
Oh?
What if he fixes the Terminator continuity?
I don't... What, to make them all work? I don't think you can.
Yeah. What if he does, though?
The only way you do that is just, like, go through, like, it's alternate realities. That's the only way that you make that work.
You'd think so. But what if he, like, it's John. He's probably just got, like, he's developing a new wall graph.
Oh, no.
Like, if I have a turn-off point here, but it all culminates in the most recent Terminator movie.
Oh, no.
What if he does it?
Good luck to him.
Yeah, well, up to and including the one set in the future.
I mean, like I say, it would be a fucking challenge. It would be a fucking challenge.
Brings in the comics as well.
Alex,
RoboCop versus Terminator. These
are things you should ask Alex about.
Alex, how much are you crying right now?
Alex, of course, known as well for doing More Than Meets the Eye and Transformers versus ROM, finishing off the IDW universe with the Unicron series as well.
Yep.
Also,
a million things going all the way back to Dreamwave.
Oh, yeah. And also going is Andrew Griffith, IDW artist, who's done lots of stuff like the Transformers Robots in Disguise comic, which lasted a long time, as well as lots of other little issues here and there. What other series has he done? Oh, All Hail Megatron and Lost Light.
He worked on All Hail. He did a lot of movie stuff.
Unicron as well.
Unicron, yeah. Andrew, set himself up as kind of a mainstay.
Yeah.
I think that's something of an understatement.
Him and Alex were the artists for IDW. They were the names. They were the workhorses.
They were basically they helped make IDW what it was toward the end of its lifetime.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And the last, no, that's all the guests for TAF Con, and we also have a guest for TF Nation, being Kay Zama. Kay Zama's coming back from her work on Transformers, Optimus Prime, and Death's Head, as well as lots of other stuff as well. So that's
Judge
cool.
Dredd.
And Judge Dredd.
Yeah, she's taken off in a real nice way.
She has,
I'm very pleased because she's lovely. Quite mad.
Yeah,
quite mad. Also, I'm just reading through the list here. Sarah Stone, IDW first Transformers series artist. What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I was ignoring that because I was confused.
Yeah. Also, Kay at this stage is, but I think she actually just hides out in Birmingham most of the year.
Yeah, but maybe she does seem to enjoy coming over. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Mikey, that is all of our news though for this week. That's us done and dusted. So, what have you been doing for fun, son? What you doing, Mikey?
Well, I got a Christmas bonus from work.
A bonus.
A bonus.
Oh no.
You paid in a strange way. You paid for that extra money. Sweet salty tears. But yeah, so I got a bit of extra cash, so I have put in a bunch of orders for things, none of which have arrived yet.
Oh.
So I will tell you what they are off the top of my head, just so I know. Figure Eye Standard War Greymon. They've got to restock him, so I'm waiting for him to come in and stock. But the place I was getting on, he's like 10-15 euros cheaper than he would be anywhere else. So I'm not going to try reordering. I think I'll hold out and see if it arrives.
I mean, we're in that Christmas, kind of post-Christmas rush, so I'm sure these things will filter in.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Nendoroid Shingo Akane.
Oh no, Mikey.
Oh yes.
Did you get it because you wanted the table and the computer?
Well, I do like the Figma, but there's something very appealing about that Nendoroid to me, and I've never had an Nendoroid before.
What is it, do you think? If you
It's
can
just
put your
the
finger on it.
vibe, the chibi vibe, and then some of the faces it goes with. It really sums up. Like it's like what I think she would see her inner child as. Oh, it's adorable and broken. Like also like I don't have to pay $100 and something for a posable figure with a table.
Yeah.
And if I end up liking this, I'll probably pick up Rika as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, I might be because like I don't know. The more I see of Nendoroid, the more I see like there's something very. It's like what if Funko Pops gave a shit.
Yeah, actually, that's a good comparison. Yeah, I like that.
But then in terms of Figma, I did put in an order, and they have been shipped for Figma Mangan Chokomako.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I'm really excited about because I was just looking at a review and she comes with so much good stuff. And
yeah,
I'm just going to stare like, can we please get an add-on kit with the Bancho?
I don't. You know, Mikey, if they sell a Bancho Mako, it would be a separate Figma.
I want Bancho Mako. I want Bancho Mako. Like, oh, and they have an Android of that as well. Did you know? Did you know? And not a very expensive one. I may be looking at that as well. Also, this is what I'm really excited for. Nice and cheap, Papa Bear Guy.
Yay!
From Gundam, which for anyone who doesn't know, there is a series of Gundams, which are... They started off as kind of like, ooh, weird, spacey robot things. And now, over the years, they've basically just devolved into teddy bears. And the best one is the 1920s Papa Bear, who comes with hat, mustache, bow tie, full tie, and a cane for dancing. And I must get him, Andy. I must have him.
I do wonder where the idea of turning the Ak guy, which was the original suit it was based on, which was an aquatic kind of underwater suit. I wonder where the idea was that came to go and be like, hey, why not put a bear head on it?
Yeah, but like it's weird. The weird thing as well is that the original bear head was still kind of like it's a badass bear, but a bear.
It was a much more mechanical, robot-y kind of bear. For some reason.
Where this is just an adorable bear.
Yeah, because that one's way based off of the San, the Bear Guy 3 from the like, Build Fighters show, where they just went, yep, cute girl made it, and she wanted to make a super cute robot.
And there's a super, like, there's so many variants of this now, up to and including humanized versions that you can build. Yeah. Which is just a strange thing in Gundam. I don't know why Gundam particularly strikes me as strange in that regard, but... Those were HLJ. Oh, this is one I'm really excited for. The DNA Designs 02 Arashi, which is their highly stylized Banzaitron. I've been wanting him for ages because in my mind that robot design is not a transformer. It's just a very specific kind of anime robot, and I really, really like the look of it. So I picked him up, and because I also managed to sell a couple of things, I've got the SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Zangetsu Kachidoki arms on the way.
Oh no!
Oh yes!
Oh no, Mikey!
Yeah. So I was either him or I put in a pre-order for Ankh, and Ankh was very expensive.
Which Ankh? Like human Ankh?
Human Ankh, yeah.
Okay.
Zangetsu, I found him for like €50 from one seller.
Now, is this because Ankh's already gone out of pre-order, or
no? It's just they know they can make a lot of money off him.
Oh no, that's a shame.
And like there are the pre-orders that are still up, they are leaning towards the more expensive side than I'd like. So yeah, some of them have been shipped to me, some of them haven't. They'll be arriving in the weeks to come, hopefully.
Oh.
But I am really looking for, like, War Greymon, I think looks excellent, and Bear Guy. The two model kits. I actually had, like, a whole list of model kits I was thinking of getting, and I thought, I would like to move more into that field, but I do, I still love my Figmas, I still love my Figure Arts, and I want to try an Android. I want to just try an Android, and if I like them, I like them. If I don't, I don't, but... And I didn't end up I was going to get at least Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in Figure Eyes, but I held off him because they will be around for fucking ever. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, model kits, if they're Bandai ones, you can always leave them, because at least on HLJ for Gundam ones, they are easy as fuck to get.
Yep. And Mandarake as well.
Yeah.
Yep. I did pick up one figure, which was War for Cybertron Siege Brunt FCA.
Oh my god, you got a Transformer.
I got a Transmorpher.
Yeah.
So this is, of course, the Trypticon tank given a robot mode from IDW.
What do you think of it? Because I wasn't too impressed. I
Honestly,
thought it was fine.
So this is the first Siege figure I've gotten.
Right.
He has the least amount of battle damage I could find.
Yeah.
Which is really good. As a Transformer, you disassemble him and rebuild him into a tank.
Yep.
Which is surprisingly satisfying, if I'm honest.
Okay.
And the robot mode is also surprisingly personable. And I do enjoy the weaponizer gimmick. I don't have a lot of figures that I can use with it, but when I do get one that works with it, it works fairly well.
Right.
I think if you were collecting Siege figures in depth, this would obviously be a bigger deal.
Yes.
But as an individual figure, I enjoy... His personality strikes a very particular note with me. And I like that. I like that a lot. And he also helped me realize why I was completely not interested in Autobot toys and haven't been for a good few years.
Yes, you mentioned this in a really cryptic way on Twitter and never responded to it. I noticed. I looked back through your tweets for like, where did this come from? What did this lead from? And it just seemed to come out of nowhere. I was like, you little shit hadn't said.
And basically, it's the realization that the Autobot toys are safe. They're always safe.
Yeah.
They're safe characters, safe designs, less interesting designs.
Oh, yeah, I 100% agree
Whereas the Decepticon ones are a lot more creative, and the Decepticon ones these days are where you go for new characters. Or like, even if you look at the leaders from Siege, the Autobot ones are, here's existing armors used to build up the character into something that looks a bit more like something you already know about.
Sure.
Whereas with the Decepticon one in Shockwave, and I'm excluding Astral Train of this because I just have to for my own sanity, but like Shockwave, we're going to put all the arms and legs on him. I'm still really annoyed that he never came down in price around here.
Yeah, that's weird. Is he gone now? Is he still...
He's gone locally. If I want him, I'm going to have to go online.
So he went and was never on sale?
Nope. For a year.
Fuck you, I guess. Jesus.
Yeah, but Decepticon characters, they're usually better designed anyway. They usually have more variety in their alt modes. Because Decepticons are usually not just cars or trucks. Probably the only big limiter is that when they do new characters, they tend to lean a bit too much into the purple, but...
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. But no, like, I just think there's more visually going on with the Decepticons in most of the lines at the moment, because I think the Autobot characters' iconography, it's gotten too much.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I wouldn't disagree either with you. I think that might be... I've always gravitated towards the Decepticons more, probably because their designs are more interesting. At least to me. They do my aesthetic right.
Yeah. Still make my way through Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I'm really enjoying it. It's a real fun game. There's 20 chapters. I'm on chapter 16. So I'm getting towards the end. But I like that if you want to go in for the whole collecting thing, it's actually not that hard. But the game is also saying, like, you could just have a team of Digimon, 3 characters that you put all your effort into, and you're still going to make your way through the game. Yeah, and a good variety of characters in there as well. TV-wise, Mandalorian wrapped up.
Yeah.
That last episode is a mixed bag.
Okay. I've just heard people say it was amazing.
The first 10 minutes are fucking bizarre.
Okay.
They are basically it feels like 8 minutes of an extended joke of 2 troopers on a bike with Baby Yoda just talking to each other and then missing shots at like stuff on the ground. Okay. And this goes on for a very long time.
Right.
A painfully long time. That kills the momentum built up for episode 7.
Oh, man.
Also, then I saw who directed it and I was just like, oh.
Who directed it?
God. Taiki, whatever his name is.
Oh, okay.
Who did Ragnarok.
That makes a lot of sense if it's just let's break the praising for jokes.
It just destroyed the... Like, if this was being released as like an end of the series movie, I would be real pissed. And then it takes a while for the momentum to build back up. Like, there's a good bit, like, IG-11 has some real good action scenes in this one, but the momentum takes a while to build back up because they also then have a really protracted thing about, here is the Mandalorian's background.
Now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Except, no, like, very little, not no new information, but very, very little new information, but still a very extended scene.
Okay.
Like, we find out his name, and stuff like that.
Is it Heath Houston?
No, it's something that sounds like it's supposed to be based. I think they're basing it off Django, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But then like we do get some real strong stuff in the second half of the episode.
Right.
A good ending, good character moments, good action. Not the best villain. A lot of people seem very excited about him because he's got something from the Rebels TV show. He's got a link to that.
Okay.
I haven't seen enough of it to know. But there's also an element, like there's a really strong bit with IG-11 that feels like it would have worked a lot better and made a bit more sense if he'd been a bigger part of the show.
Instead
like it's
of
actually
the last episode.
Yeah, it's very good. The scene is actually very good, and I thought it was very well acted. I'm just like, this feels like a culmination of a bigger arc. And it also raises that continuing question of what the fuck are droids in Star Wars.
It'll never be answered, Mikey. It's not important.
Yeah, and they do make what is, in my opinion, a fundamental mistake with Mandalorian as well.
Right.
It's been a few weeks, so I don't feel too bad about saying this, but cut out if you want absolutely no spoilers. They removed the helmet.
Oh, really?
In a scene where basically he's injured and everyone else is gone, and IG-11 wants to take off the helmet to treat him. He says, "No one alive can see my face," and IG-11 says, "Well, I'm a droid. I'm not alive."
Does it show him on camera?
Yeah, it takes it off, and it is the guy from Game of Thrones.
The only way that would be okay is if they take the helmet off and the shot was behind his head, or it was off to the side, or didn't show his face. I would have been no. That sounds okay.
Yeah. It was a mistake in my opinion because it just felt like, and the actor wanted some face time.
Sure.
It didn't feel narratively important that it was happening. It didn't feel like it was a moment of extreme trust in his point of view with a droid. It was just, okay, I need medical attention. Here's my face.
Right.
And, you know, for me, the Mandalorian, like, I think giving him a name and doing that with the face, I think it robbed him of a bit of some of what I like about him. Which is I identify with the Mandalorian as the Mandalorian, not the actor, or not as the character name, but as this individual we've been getting to know.
Right. And
now they've done it once. I don't want this to be a thing where every couple of episodes we see his face. Because season 2's been confirmed. It's just like, no, you know, the Judge Dredd movie, the very good Judge Dredd movie, it got it. You know, at no point did it say, and now we have Karl Urban's beautiful man face. Because even Karl Urban said, like, I don't want to take off the helmet.
Yeah.
This felt like someone said, well, we have to have a moment where people can see what the actor is underneath. And for me, it didn't work. But overall, I'd say it's a 7 episode. I think it's a notable step down from episode 7, which I think was one of the strongest of the show. But I think it's still good, and I think the ending itself is solid. So I like the ending. There's some a couple of weird cuts between a CGI Baby Yoda and a puppet Baby Yoda, where it feels like they didn't quite get the framing right. But there's a real cool scene with a fire trooper of some sort. But it's overall, I think Mandalorian is a strong show. It's not the best show ever made. It's not even close to a 10 out of 10 show. For me, overall, it's an enjoyable 7. A very enjoyable 7.
Yeah.
And I should point out, that still makes it well above average. But, yeah.
I've only heard people say, 10 9s out of 10 kind of stuff for it.
That's because people live in a 0 out of 10, 9 out of 10 kind of world. Am I wrong? Ryder is up to episode 17. We had our Christmas tradition.
No, I'm up to 16. I've seen 16. Yeah. That's where
we had the Christmas tradition, but a little less of little left field from what the normal Christmas tradition is. But we've introduced Kamen Rider Bowser with Trousers. A man who doesn't. Yeah, Trousers does not know what percentages mean.
Okay,
it's really concerning. But an interesting twist. I was not expecting Zaya's whole shtick. Very different from what I was expecting. I had a bit image of it's going to be a rival AI company where we're making different robots. Not at all. Completely different angle. I'm not going to go spoil it because it only came out yesterday, and I think it's worth seeing fresh. But I liked it. And the only other thing I did of note, I have a bunch of anime stuff like ready to watch, but Christmas was very, very busy because my sister was moving. So between gaming and a few,
yeah, Mikey was employed as a model,
Yeah.
and by employed I mean made to do it.
yes, they threw a baby at me every now and then, made her bite me, and then said like, "You will carry." And I was
Oh,
like, "This is
no.
the most words you ever said, child."
The baby bit you.
Like she kept on trying to.
You've got tetanus, Mikey.
I've got baby rabies. Babies. I've got babies.
Nah.
Babies. He's foaming nappies at the mouth.
Oh God.
But I watched season 1, 2, 4 of Lucifer.
Oh, I think I saw season 1. I thought it was okay for what it was.
Yeah, it picks up a lot as you go in. Season 4, it got cancelled on Fox in season 3, and then Netflix picked it up.
Yeah.
Season 4 is the strongest series. It's an interesting idea. The basic idea that 1, the devil went on a vacation and basically never wanted to go home.
Yep.
And 2, the devil wasn't really that bad a guy.
Nope.
Like, it's got almost nothing to do with the comics. The comics are spin-offs of Sandman, which is an excellent read if you've never done it. And Lucifer in it is a fallen angel who's almost as powerful as God and completely amoral. Like, his whole role is that he is an equal force to to Dream and the other 7. Whereas here he is a lot more grounded and more kind of just a hedonistic party dude. But no, Tom Ellis plays Lucifer. He's really good in the character. The first season is very episodic. They don't have an overarching villain of any kind.
No, it was just mysteries to solve, wasn't it?
Yeah. Season 2, 3, and 4 do have overarching elements. Season 4 doesn't necessarily have an overarching villain, but it definitely has an overarching plot.
Right.
But season 2 and 3 do have overarching villains. I find the framing device where so it's a police procedural with the devil.
Yes.
Which is also more or less the procedural is a framing device in itself for the framing device of most episodes, which is him having a therapy session and taking the wrong message from it, and the whole the police procedural elements of it are not the strongest. What makes the show work is that Lucifer is really using it as a way of dealing with whatever topic came up in his most recent session with his doctor. And that's what made it work. I think if they just went police procedural, wouldn't have worked as well because, to be blunt, it's very predictable.
Yeah.
Every episode follows a very clear pattern in that regard. What mixes it up is when Lucifer decides to try and live his life through whatever is going on. But no, I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the final season. It's worth checking out. It's also officially in the whole Arrowverse now, thanks to Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Ew.
Where they brought, which I did watch, which is actually pretty good. There's 2 more parts to go, but it's kind of insane. There's 2 or 3 live action DC productions that are not in this.
Which are they? Do you remember?
Lois and Clark isn't in it.
That's a thing.
And yeah, Lois and Clark isn't in it, and both Justice League and The Dark Knight aren't in it.
Okay.
But 1980s Batman is in it. 1960s Batman is in it. The Birds of Prey TV show is in it. Smallville is in it. Black Lightning is in it. Lucifer is in it. The original Superman movie universe is in it.
What?
Yep. Because Superman Returns it's actually the last movie in that run.
Is that the one with Brandon Routh where they shoot him in the eye and it just bounces off? Oh,
yeah. So Brandon Routh is a regular on Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, because he's Atom, isn't he?
Yeah. So they just have the character from Superman Returns, who is the character from the original Superman trilogy, is brought in and they use Brandon Routh. But they also combine it with the Kingdom Come Superman.
Okay.
Which really worked, in all honesty. Which made me slightly disappointed that he's not the main Superman in this whole thing. Because I think the actor is clearly much better than he was back in the day, and the Kingdom Come Superman is an interesting version of the character.
Right.
But yeah, it's wrapping up Arrow as well. So, because that's done this year, I think. I'm probably going to go back and rewatch the stuff I've missed from the Arrowverse just to see what works.
Really?
But yeah, well, I liked a lot of it. I just stopped watching, in all honesty.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily they went, oh god, this is darn shit. I just like.
I just remember us talking about Flash, and I remember
Flash
that
season 3 frustrated me.
Yeah, I
I
remember a lot
didn't-
of conversations about Flash making you annoyed and angry.
The Wally was the Wally was completely misused, completely. I didn't watch a lot of 4, and I didn't watch any of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen much of this season. But I'm still I do want to try revisiting it. One thing, Lucifer, I forgot to say, fantastic soundtrack. Just brilliant, absolutely phenomenal soundtrack. Yeah, that was me. Andy, what about you?
What have I been up to? I've watched a good few things. So I watched the Lego Movie 2, the second part, it's called. Have you seen it, Mikey?
Yes.
I thought it was not as good as the first one, but it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
It was not brilliant, but not terrible. Would be how I'd put it.
What did you say there, Mikey?
It wasn't brilliant, but it wasn't terrible. That's how I'd put it.
Yeah, it was enjoyable enough. It just didn't feel as interesting or well written as the first one, but it was still fun. I still enjoyed watching it, but it didn't leave that kind of impact that the first one did. It definitely felt like a sequel. I saw Solo as well, a Star Wars story.
Did you love it?
No, that left no impact. That was like a loaf of bread, a really boring loaf of bread.
But were you excited by this loaf of bread?
No, I watched it on. I think I watched it on. I watched it on New Year's Eve. No, Christmas Eve, and I was just watching it, going. I stopped. I've just let it play in the background for most of it because I just got bored of it. I got really tired of watching it, so I started doing other stuff halfway through. I watched Shazam though afterwards.
Have you ever seen Shazam before?
No, this is the first time I've seen Shazam. I really enjoyed it. I was like, wow.
Best DC movie by.
I was like, wow.
Mile.
Yeah, DC made something good. I was shocked. I was like, wow, this is actually really fun. It's enjoyable. It's not a Marvel movie, so the humor in it was not it wasn't Bathos humor, so thank fucking Christ for that. Everything was, I felt, well done and interesting. The only thing that was a bit weird was the Wizard Shazam. Felt like he was channeling his Samuel L. Jackson quite a bit. Like, the only thing he didn't say was motherfucker. If he'd said that, it would have been like, oh, that's Samuel L. Jackson there. But
and
no,
probably thinking it.
Yeah, probably. No, it was good. It was. I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, okay. Especially since I don't know a huge amount about Shazam / Captain Marvel.
No, me neither.
Only what I've seen in Justice League Unlimited, which was quite interesting as well. So I did that. I also watched a movie called Crawl, which is a Sam Raimi movie about a hurricane that happens in Florida, and a daughter and a father are trapped in the basement with 2 alligators or something like that. And the waters are kind of rising outside, and there are just loads of alligators around. It's really stupid.
I heard that got good reviews.
It's really stupid.
Is it good stupid or just stupid?
It's fine. You know, you can watch it, but I wouldn't say it's great. Because I think the reasoning for the gators all being together is they were kind of near a gator park, but there's like 10 to 15 outside. There's a lot of gators about. I don't know if gators move in herds. Do they?
Not really, no.
That's what I thought.
They can live in groups, but they don't really flock.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, maybe it was just because they were right next to a gator park, but I don't think they just showed a sign, so I'm guessing that was just the implication. But I was like, well, it's Florida. But I can't imagine like wild gators would just be like hanging together. Because there's one dude, a cop, who gets like 5 or 6 of them ripping him apart at once, and I'm like,
That's
that
unlikely.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The gators would turn on each other.
That's what I thought. I was like, I don't know, guys. It's pretty dumb. It's There is a funny part where the dad's inside the house and he's got his arm out and he's got a flare in his hand and the gator grabs his arm and bends it backwards and breaks his arm off. I was like, that's funny. It tickled my bone anyway. Good effect, good practical. Not a great film, but if you want something to kind of fill in time and not think too hard, Crawls, it's perfectly fine. I know Mikey won't be happy to hear it, but I would put it in the same category as Independence Day. It's not as silly as Independence Day, but it's in that kind of genre where you just kind of put it to the side and you go, whatever. Yeah.
I was going to say you are not really selling it.
That's fine. I'm not a marketer. Yeah, it's just it's all right kind of movie. I finished off Vinland Saga as well.
Mm-hmm. How'd that
I would argue it's not as good as everybody's making out to be. Everybody's saying it's like, oh, it's the greatest anime ever, at least of the season. I'm like, I don't think so. I think the story only got interesting halfway through. I'd say the story is the main character Thorfinn's story of getting revenge for his dad is really uninteresting because the character doesn't do anything apart from scream that he wants to get revenge for his dad for most of the season. And the most interesting character is doesn't really start doing anything of interest or worth till the midpoint of the season. Then after that, it gets really good. And then I can't say exactly what happens, but after that, it takes away the interesting element of that show. And I go, oh, so now we're going back to the main character who's still just screaming about getting revenge for his dad. That's not as interesting, but okay. It was quite pretty to watch. It's certainly not Berserk. And when I say Berserk, I mean in terms of its story rather than, the anime, which we don't want to talk about because it's just depressing. Every time we get fucked over, Mikey. Every time it's fuck you. Every time. So I've started going back, and my nighttime viewings are rewatching Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, one of those, like Gundam Wing, kind of the spin-off series. I wasn't too into it originally, but I'm more into it this time round, watching it again. Though I will say that the main character is kind of like the hero Yui, he's emotionally dead kind of character.
Yeah.
But for some reason, there are two girls who want him. One of them, who's known him for a while, so you go, okay, he has no personality, but she's known him for years. I accept this. Fine, whatever. The other one meets him, and then the next day she's in love with him. I'm like, bitch, please, what are you doing? What are you doing? The only kind of implication of why she likes him is, oh, he's looking right through me. I'm like, bitch, wait, why is that a turn on? Why is that a thing that you're like, ooh, I like this guy. She's older than him as well. I don't know by how much, but she's older than him. And she's like, ooh, ooh. I'm like, what? He's got no personality. What's wrong with you? No. The main character shouldn't have been the main character. The main character should have been the secondary character called Augur, the guy who leads the mercenary band that they're part of. Because he makes all of the plans, he does all of the stuff. The only thing he doesn't do is pilot the Gundam, where the main character pilots the Gundam and is very, very wafer thin in terms of his character.
Wafer.
And I don't think he changes that much.
I've seen designs from that show, and the Gundam, is it supposed to look like animalistic?
What? Depends.
Barbatos, is it?
It depends which version. Because he has a few upgrades through the show. So when you get up to the Lupus one, which is in the second half of the season, then yes. Prior to that, no. But the thing about the Iron-Blooded Orphan line is it's got the most unique kind of looking Gundams. You can still tell they're Gundam-y, but they're very different compared to your standard Gundam show. You haven't done it, Gundam.
Not in ages, but does it looking animalistic? Does that mean anything narratively, or is it just a design thing?
I can't remember, because if it's the one that we're talking about, then I haven't got up to the second half of the series. It's been a while since I've seen it. I would say give it a try, Mikey. It's one of those the better ones, at least the well-regarded ones, and you don't need to watch a load of other stuff. It's one of those standalone ones, so you could have a crack on with that if you needed anything new to watch, I suppose. Trying to think if I did anything. I've been playing more Bloodborne. That's been fun. I like me some Bloodborne. Bloodborne, bitch. And then I've just been building some model kits. So I built the Blue Destiny Unit 2, who's really fun. And I've been taking some other pictures of some Gundams that I've been doing as well. Oh, I got a new vacuum cleaner. It's
wild, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I used my Christmas money for it. The exciting world of Andy. Because we had like a 15-year-old Henry or something, Henry vacuum. So when I bought this new Dyson and I started hoovering, I vacuumed 4 rooms and needed to empty it. I vacuumed 3 more rooms and needed to empty it again. And I looked at my grandparents and I said to them like 3 or 4 times, "You said we didn't need a new vacuum cleaner." I've said for years we did. I think I've proved yet again that we did. It hurts to be proven right every day, Mikey, but that is the world I live in. It's nice to know I'm wrong sometimes, but my God, in this household, I'm not. And that's it. That's everything I've been up to that I can remember, I think. Yeah, that's it. Just Christmas and New Year's and all that bobbing. Seeing my buddy Matt. I'll be seeing him tomorrow and having some fun down there. So yeah. Mikey, where can people find you on the internet if you want them to?
You can find me on Twitter as Irish Paleo, and you can send us any messages you want via the tweeters and the emails. You can email us at themoonbase2@gmail.com, and you can message us on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Libsyn, Bunker, CC Bunker. And anywhere, really. Send us anything. Send us your children. I want to sell stuff online. Give me your child. I will make you money.
I think
15% back on all child sales.
I think you have enough children, Mikey.
15% back on all child sales.
Cool. Oh, we put out your podcast that you did with Chris as well on GO.
Yes.
That's what we did.
GO.
You can find me on Twitter, CCTFW. YouTube is Cobra Commander TFW. You can find this podcast on the Moonbase 2 forums. We're on Twitter. We're at iTunes, Facebook, Libsyn. The places Mikey said, but I'm going over them again because it's what I do. You can find us on iTunes. On YouTube is Moonbase 2 Transformers Podcast. On patreon.com/Moonbase2 we get the extended version of From the Files of Teletron 2. You get the Moonbase Woo Woo, where we talk about non-Transformer things, which, like I said, last month was about Kamen Rider Zi-O, the Anniversary series, not the new one that's out at the moment. And you can head over to ccbunker.weebly.com for all of the stuff that we've done that, maybe I've turned up on other shows if I ever get invited. No
one wants you.
No, I know. There's a theoretical one where I'll be invited to talk about Dark Souls and or Bloodborne with George, but when that happens, I cannot say. That's not on my plate to worry about.
I don't think George is even real.
No, because you've had things booked with him for a while as well, haven't you?
Yeah, one day we'll do that Dark Crystal one.
One day when season 2 comes out. If you look. Right, well, thank you, everybody. And next time, we will see you in a week's time and talk about more Transformery nonsense and stuff and what we've done during the week. So until then, catch you later, peeps, and welcome to 2020, motherfucker.
Andy the wordsmith. Absolute wordsmith.
Your wordsmith.
You are now leaving Moonbase 2.